I finally got my golf handicap down to single digits, something I've been trying to do for years, watching YouTube videos, trying to take the occasional lesson with no success. But then I found this cheap, do-it-yourself golf training aid. It's made a huge difference. I'm playing the best golf of my life, and I want to share that with you today. I started using the Golf Sensei's lightstick 4 months ago, and the results have been incredible. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make one and how incredibly easy it is to use. Now, before we go any further, I want to make very clear, this is not my brilliant idea. I am taking this right from the Golf Sensei. I found him on YouTube months ago. I saw his video on the light stick and I thought, you know what, it's worth a try. I put a link to his original video and his channel in the description below so you can check that out. The beautiful thing about the golf light stick is it trains you to stay on plane really easily. I've been tempted in the past to invest in one of those swing plane trainers, but they take up a lot of space and they're really, really expensive. I think this does the same trick, but at a fraction of the cost. Anyone can do it and you can use it anywhere. Here's what you need to make your own light stick. First, you are going to need some 3/4 inch Schedule 40 PVC piping that you're going to cut to 30 inches long. The next thing you're going to need is 2 mini mag lights, the ones that twist on and off. These are probably the most difficult part to find, but I found mine on Amazon. Finally, you're going to need some electrical tape. The Golf Sensei talks about using the rubber kind if possible because it's a little bit more tacky and it's going to grip that mag light even better inside the PVC piping. After you've gathered up the materials, you just cut your PVC piping to 30 inches long. You then take out your mag lights and you take some electrical tape and wrap it around the body of the electrical tape to build up the thickness. So when you push it into the end of the light stick, it stays secure. You want it very, very tight because otherwise it can come flying out the end. Then once the mag lights are taped up, all you have to do is force the flashlight into the end so it's nice and secure and you're ready to go. You now have a training aid that can make a huge difference in your golf game. Okay, so the light stick's actually incredibly easy to use, just with a little setup. In the future, you don't need this as much, but when you're getting started, it's a good idea. Get out a ball, get a couple of alignment rods or sticks or anything straight, and you're going to put one or some tape down the target line. So in front of the ball, down the target line approximately. And then one going the other way. Again, down the target line, but away from the ball, just extend it out. So again, it doesn't need to be perfect, just a rough kind of estimate. Then turn on the light stick. You can focus it on the ball here, turn both sides on. And that's it. Now you're set up, ready to go. I've just turned off the lights here so you can see this even better. So basically, you just take the club in your hands like you normally would and take up your normal golf set with the light pointed at the ball. Now, the whole point of this is you're just going to practice your takeaway and your swing, keeping the light pointed at your target line the entire time. So as I take it away, I trace that line with the light. Now, when I get to the point where I hinge, which is about when my hands are around my back thigh, I hinge, and now the bottom light should trace that line. Now, my line doesn't go all the way back, so what I do is I just imagine it keeps going right onto my garage door, and then down, you trace it again. As you come through, you trace it with the other end, and then on the follow through, you continue to trace it. If you do that, you're going to be on plane pretty good. So I trace, and you're just picking up these feels. What does it feel like to keep everything on plane? Now, the Golf Sensei made it very clear in his video that you can cheat just by using your hands, right? But you don't want to do that. You want to take it away with your body so this backlight continues to point kind of at your hip until you hinge. So when I get set up, I'm going to take it away, imagining that light pointing at my hip until I get to the point of hinging. Take it back and through. Now, I found that I didn't need to do this very long, surprisingly. So what I did, the first few days I practiced, I probably did about 15 minutes. Again, just practicing going, getting that feel of being on plane. Then I progressed to the point where I would do it with my eyes closed. So I would address, take it down the line, check, okay, that's good. I would do this first part. And then I would take it down the line and hinge and check where I was. And so if I could do it with my eyes closed, I feel like I could do it. I have that feel better for the golf course. So again, I close my eyes, hinge, check, okay, pretty good, and through. Now, for me personally, I found the biggest change with my takeaway, just getting it when I hinge into the correct position. I'm not thinking as much on the follow through. I mean, that's just me. So for some people, that follow through tracing the line might be more helpful. For me, it was just getting in the correct position at the top of my backswing. And again, really focusing on turning one piece takeaway, then hinge, keeping it on plane all the way through. Take it back, hinge, keep it on that line, and then down. So once you've had some practice with the light stick, it's not that hard to transfer it then to a golf club. Golf club is going to feel a little bit heavier because the light stick is just that PVC piping, so it's a little bit lighter. But honestly, all I do now when I'm actually swinging a club is I make sure I get my grip on right, set up to the ball, proper aim. And once I'm addressing the ball and I'm all set up, now all I'm thinking about is tracing that line back with the light. And that's really all I'm thinking right now, whether it's in the simulator or out on the course. I get set up to the ball. I think about tracing that line back with the light on my golf club that's not really there, but it just seems to work. And then if I feel like I'm a little bit off that day, I get the light stick back out. I do a few repetitions just to get those feels back. And then I go right back to practicing. And it's worked like a charm. Golf Sensei, I cannot thank you enough. So if you're struggling with your game at all, I would highly recommend giving this a try. If you have tried it or if you have any questions, throw a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this training aid. Honestly, for me, I'd recommend it to anyone who's learning the game, anyone who wants to check if they're on plane. Again, it can be used anywhere, right? You don't need a lot of space to use this either. It can be used indoors. It can be used in the wintertime. What a great training aid. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you found this video helpful in any way, please consider hitting that like button and then subscribe for future content like this. You're so appreciated, and we'll see you next time on Golf Quest.